Judge your mama now, period. This video is about my kids not watching YouTube. My kids don't watch YouTube. I stopped them watching YouTube. Actually, it's been several different times. Like, I stopped them for like long periods of time, like 9-10 months, maybe even a year, and then I'll let them get it back, you know, and then I'll stop it again. So I have my oldest son who is 13. I stopped him using YouTube like once, like at first, when I first started letting him use YouTube, because I used to use it at school for stuff. He was in elementary school, so maybe like 1st or 2nd grade. But then I would just, you know, just let him, you know, when he had electronic time, let him get on his, you know, tablet, whatever he had, and I let him watch it. But I would also let him watch it with headphones on, because I was probably doing something else where I need, you know, I didn't need that distraction. But I didn't realize the type of stuff he was watching on YouTube. And YouTube back then was allowing anything on, like, you could pop anything that was related to kids, could have cursing in it, could have like violent stuff in it. It was just, and I didn't know that he was listening to it in his headphones. Bad Mom Chronicles, okay. And so I stopped him from watching YouTube. I really did. And because I couldn't monitor him like that, and I believe that children should be monitored. I believe that there's a time and a place, you know, for stuff like that, and you shouldn't be introduced to certain stuff before it's time for you to be introduced to it. And you know, there was a point where I wasn't really paying attention to what he's watching, because I'm thinking, you know, I'm seeing the cartoons or Sonic or Pokemon or whatever the case may be, Dragon Ball Z, but I wasn't hearing what they were saying. A lot of it was cuss words and all that, and I was just be like, no go, we are not doing that. So I stopped him from using it for years, okay. And then my daughter started using that's when they can use the YouTube Kids app, specifically geared towards the children. You know, that means that you know, that they know what's gonna be on those you know, those videos. If it's kids YouTube, it's specifically for kids YouTube. Now my oldest daughter, who at that time was my only daughter, she was liking Boss Baby. So on kids YouTube, you know, that would be the ones that she would choose, which would be the Boss Baby, different, you know, people would come up with different videos for Boss Baby, yada yada. A lot of times, you know, she would be in her room, I would be in another area. And one time she was getting potty trained, or like right after she was officially potty trained, so she was on the toilet, and she said like, oh, S-H-I-T, and I was like, excuse me?
Please hang up and try again.
And then she said it again like it was nothing. She was like 3 years old. It's the first time I've ever heard her curse. Please stop. And I was like, do not say that. And she was like, well, Boss Baby, say it. And I was like, so my daughter is pretty smart. So you want something to drink? Yeah. Yes. Okay. So I was just like, what? Why would Boss Baby be saying that? And so she actually, like I said, she's very intelligent. So she was able to go back to the video, and the video had nothing but like cuss words in it. And it was like cartoon characters, you know, pretty much talking how some grown folks talk. And I was just like, oh no, ma'am, we are not doing that. All right. So that's when I stopped my kids from watching YouTube Kids, okay? Because I knew my daughter didn't know. She couldn't reference you know, cuss words from regular words, because those won't work. Like, she didn't know that they were bad words, so, because we don't curse. So, or if I do curse, it's not in front of the children, you know. So I stopped her from using it, and you know, would allow her to watch a little more TV, as in the stuff I can control, like, you know, Netflix, you know, what else streaming? So we also, that's when the Fire Stick really got big, and we would, you know, watch, you know, I would let her do the Fire Stick, and really focused on other educational, you know, things that she could do. So let's fast forward to now. I have 2 daughters, because now my youngest daughter is 2, and she's not allowed to watch YouTube either. And so now that my oldest daughter, she's 6, I had started her back allowing her when she was like 4.5 maybe. The baby was born, so about 4.5. I started letting her watch YouTube again, because she knew, you know, at that point, you know, we talked about bad words, and, you know, because my thing is I don't want her to be unaware of bad words. If somebody telling her to say something, to do something, she needs to know, oh, that's not a good word, I'm not saying that, I'm not doing that, whatever. Now, that's when the whole moo thing, about a month after I let her get back into kids, the whole moo thing came about. And that's with the crazy looking woman saying, you know, you're gonna die, and with the crazy looking face. And I was scared to ask my daughter, because I didn't want her to be scared. And so I had to suck it up and be like, Sydney, gotta, you know, I explained to her, you know, you gotta suck it up. I gotta show you this, because I need to know if you've seen it. And she's like, you know, so we talked about it, whatever. So I show her, and she's like, that is scary, but I have never seen that in the videos. And so I heard a lot of kids had seen it and seen that character, whatever. So that's when I was just like, we don't do YouTube, none of that. After that incident, I completely stopped my daughter from watching YouTube, and she was okay with that. Now, the only time I did allow her to watch YouTube is when I used to post videos on their page. They have a YouTube page, but I stopped posting on their page because my children are just not entertaining. So my kids do not watch YouTube. Now, my older son, because he's older and he really knows right from wrong when it comes to like the small things, I do allow him to watch YouTube, because he knows exactly what to do and what to say and what not to hear and what not to listen to. Also, we have unlimited data, and he can watch it. His school gives him a laptop. He can watch, you know, and they use YouTube. He can watch it on YouTube. So it's not a lot of things that I can just keep from him, because he's not a baby, you know. And he could probably go to somebody else's house and get on their laptop and get on YouTube, if, you know, when he goes visiting his friends who parents allow them to. Like, come on now. Like, so I do allow him to get on it. I don't have any boundaries for him, because he knows better, right? But my younger daughters do not watch YouTube at all. And if they watch it, they're normally like watching it with me. Like, I may watch my favorite YouTubers, which is only like a very few, and things like that. So a lot of people are surprised when I say that my kids don't watch YouTube. Not at all. Now, I do a few times a week, I do preschool prep with my daughter, and that is on my youngest daughter. I'm started homeschooling with her, and I do it really simple and really, like, I don't go overboard with the homeschooling. I start preschool prep, so I do that, but I'm normally watching her and I can hear it. So this is my office. If I turn the camera and lean over a little bit, you can see the living room, and I can hear the preschool prep going on, so I can monitor. But outside of that, YouTube don't get that many views from my children. and that is because I can't really monitor them, and I truly believe that kids need to be monitored. Kids need to have boundaries, and in my house there are boundaries. They're, you know, being monitored when they're at an age where they can't, you know, make some choices of their own. And my children don't even ask about it. Can I get on YouTube? They don't even ask, and it's because of that. They don't ask because they already know. Like my oldest daughter doesn't ask at all. Now we all have tablets, even the baby. We don't do YouTube. And I just seen that they are changing the policies of YouTube, that children's YouTube channels, they won't be getting monetized for them. Now, I don't know why that is happening. I don't know why, you know, YouTube are making these changes. I know when I started my YouTube, right before I started my YouTube, YouTube changed how you can become monetized. And I really thought, like, you know, people have quit their jobs because they're making decent, I'm not even gonna say decent money, they're making good money. And from that, from the making good money, they are getting sponsorships, they're getting other opportunities past just YouTube videos, that now, you know, they obviously YouTube is their platform where they started, but now, you know, it's just adding to their income. They have other things, major things that they're doing. So I feel bad because a lot of parents have quit their jobs to help their children record, you know, footage, you know, things like that. So like, what they do now. And so I'm hoping that people got things in place, you know, families got things in place for this situation. Now, my kids are normally not in my channel unless I'm walking past them or something like that, or they may ask me a question in the midst of me recording if they're around. But I try to do videos where they're not around because they're a little bit distracting because I'm their mama, and when they ask me, I want to be involved in what they say. So I don't normally have that kids in my channel. Now, and plus, knowing the stuff I talk about is not normally for children, so that's benefiting me. I want to know if y'all monitor your kids on YouTube, whatever they watching. Like I said, my children don't watch YouTube for fun. They don't watch when they get on there, like on Friday nights, when they get on there, or after school when they get on their electronics. YouTube is not where they go. My son normally gets on his Xbox. You know, we have streaming services. He gets on his Xbox. He's on TikTok, you know, Fortnite, all that. My daughter, she has tons of apps and stuff on her phone. She play games. She FaceTime her, you know, our family and stuff. And the list goes on. So, like, what do your children? If your children aren't on YouTube, are you monitoring them? I want y'all to comment below because I want to know, because a lot of people are surprised when I say my children don't watch YouTube, because they don't. Like I said, I started preschool prep, and my oldest, and we do preschool prep probably about 3 days a week in our household, because my daughter just turned 2 on Monday. Then, you know, that's different. Like I said, I can literally hear, because I turn it up pretty loud, everything, you know, 0, 0, 0. I can hear everything. And my oldest son, like I said, he's old enough to be able to monitor it on his own. And being honest, he's 13. He's gone, you know, most of the day. They use YouTube at school. You know, he goes over friends' house. Friends come over here. Like, no one's monitoring, you know, his every move. It just don't work like that. So if they don't watch YouTube, what do you supplement if you allow your children to have electronic time? Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest. Saturdays, I don't want to be bothered, and I say that in as the nicest way as a mom chronicle, because, you know, I am such, you know, from Sunday at 5 to Friday when my daughter get off the bus, I'm my mom. So on Saturday, I be just wanting to kick it a little bit, and so I literally just allow them to do them. You know, as long as they got their chores done and everything, their rooms clean, they do them. They be on electronics all day, outside of eating lunch, going to the bathroom all day. Judge your mama, not me. Period. So if you have not been here before, I want you to like this video, give it a thumbs up, And subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell so you can be notified when I drop a new video. Also, share this with your friends, with your mama friends, okay? Also, follow me on Facebook, okay? I drop small Facebook and Instagram. I drop small snippets of my Mom Chronicles, okay? Where I actually go into my closet. That's my safe space. And I do Mom Chronicles, all right? If you have not watched my Mom Chronicles snippets, go do that on Facebook. It is facebook.com/patra.Xii, or it's Instagram, which is at _MRSCRHODES 86. Okay, that is Mrs. C. Rhodes 86, because this is Mom Chronicles and I am Mrs. Rhodes Wilson. Y'all be sweet.